guys, we're back again with another Bissell beer here on Best Beers in Me. Beer reviews from Maine, New England, and beyond. Sticking to Maine a lot here lately because we got a lot of fresh Bissell. Makes me happy.
Sticking to Bissell a lot.
Sticking to Bissell a lot. Fresh from Milo yesterday. This one is part of the You Earned It series. This is First Chair Last Call. Winter Ale to benefit, protect our winters. Pow. It is 6.5%. It was canned 11 days ago. It says You Earned It is a program in which our team members take turns creating a small batch of beer. A portion of the sales from cans and drafts sold are donated to a non-profit of their choice. And as I said, the cause is Protect Our Winters. It's an organization that helps passionate outdoor people protect the places they live and love from climate change. ProtectOurWinters.org. And more about our You Earned It series at BissellBrothers.com. The brewers for this one: taproom manager James Krams, packaging manager Geoff Ballou, and taproom experts Niko, Burgess, and Nate Travis. There they are, right up there.
Did I meet Krams?
Yes, that's Krams right there. He runs a taproom.
Yeah, thought so.
Krams very, very pumped about that beer.
I just think it's cool. Just the Maine beer industry is so huge into stuff like that, like getting their employees involved and like donating to non-profit. I just think that's wonderful.
Yeah, so most of the You Earned It series have been pretty basic can. This one's got the ski lift, it's got the trees.
Yeah, so wasn't it one of their employees, did you say, that created the can? I'm pretty sure I read that.
I think Niko.
Yeah.
It probably says it here somewhere. Well, let's get it in glass.
Yeah, I read somewhere that one of their employees actually designed the can.
I'm pretty sure you're right. I don't think it says it on here, though. Who did?
No, I think it was on the Bissell Brothers website that I was reading that.
Alright, well, we'll find out here as we go. It's pouring very much the same as the one little stone as far as color. Straight out of the can, anyway.
Yep, the color of the head, that light tan.
Take a long time to pour here. Alright, so there it is. There's the can. Oh, got my nose a little too close.
I don't get much on the nose.
I get maybe
just a faint hint of coffee. Is it me? So I've been having trouble with my sinuses.
Well,
is it me or is it?
Sometimes you can't get a whole lot. You get maybe like a little caramel and
I'm just getting like a hint of coffee.
A little roasty so far. Let me see if I could see who did the art can. The can art, the art can. Nate Travis provided some killer can art, it says.
Okay, I knew I had read that one of them had designed the can, which is a pretty cool can.
And Krams says, so crazy excited for this. Our beer hits our taproom bars and stores today. To be part of a company that allows their employees to dream big and be given the resources to execute it is a blessing.
Absolutely.
Thanks to Bissell Brothers for supporting education and growth of their employees and letting staff that aren't brewers get involved and periodically make any style their heart desires.
Don't you find that with most of the craft beer industry, though? Like, they're really, as far as their employees go, I
think it's very good when any company lets their employees have inputs.
Oh, I agree, but I'm just saying you really find this in the craft beer community.
And I'm saying it's great. I'm just saying
it's wonderful.
In any industry, it's great when they let the employees do a little more and be creative and be more part of the company.
For sure.
I think it gives them a more better feel of ownership in their work, and obviously, as you read what Krams said,
that's how you retain good employees and you get good work from your employees when they feel.
I can tell you, like, I don't know the other guys, but Krams, I don't know him well, but at the tap room down in Portland, he's killed it for years. He just crushes it. So, and he was super pumped to be part of this. As I'm sure the other guys were too. Alright, well, we don't know what we're getting on the nose, not a whole lot.
Nope, so let's see what we get on the tongue.
And hopefully a lot more on the tongue, alright?
Cheers.
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 I'm getting like a burnt toffee, like a caramel. Little bitterness.
This is kind of similar to One Little Stone.
Other than this is an ale and that's a lager. But
I understand that, but I'm getting a lot of similarities on the flavor. I definitely get that burnt. A little bit of coffee.
Yeah.
Roastiness. So the head didn't last long, but you've got some decent lacing there.
Yep. And the can looks very similar, just like you said to the other one. One Little Stone.
Yep.
It's like a cola.
Yeah,
Look,
so
you can see
this
through it a little bit.
yeah, but this one is darker.
It is darker.
Yeah, so the One Little Stone, I could completely see my fingers through. This, maybe just barely. This is definitely darker.
So I'm gonna say the flavors aren't super pronounced, and neither is the aroma. It's a little on the lighter side for 6.5%. I'm kind of surprised on that. 53 check-ins on Untapped, and they give it a 3.86.
I was anxious to see because it's good, but it's not a beer I would seek out.
It's a very different style.
Yes.
for Bissell Brothers. They don't usually do this style, but that's what makes it cool, that they let them do any style they want. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So nothing wrong with that beer. It wouldn't be the first thing I would get on a tap list.
I just think, the flavors are there. I think if it was just a little stronger, just a little more flavorful, it would be a really good beer. You really have to sip to get the flavors off it. I just think it needs to be a little bit stronger, is all. The flavors are there. The flavors are good. I think they just need to be a little more pronounced. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Just seeing if there's any comments on Untapped. So they had a bunch of different variations on cask down at Portland the day it came out.
Yep.
And it looks like they had like a barrel-aged version, a spice cask.
So what was the, if you don't mind
a
my
cask
asking,
pour with cardamom.
what was the ABV on the barrel aged?
It doesn't
Okay,
say.
I
Just
don't know.
someone checked and said that's what they had.
I was just curious.
Only one of our friends has checked in, and again, Chris Brook. Seems to like Bissell a lot, apparently. And Treehouse Trillium.
Well, maybe
All
we could be
breweries.
friends.
And I think he had one with spruce tip. Yeah, on cask with spruce tips. Really nice to try something radically different from these guys. I would really like to try that. The cask pour with spruce tip.
So am I wrong in saying, I feel like Bissell is kind of like stepping out a little bit, like trying some different, am I wrong in saying that?
No.
And I like that.
No, they've for years they just had haze, IPA.
And their sours
right.
and like their saisons, whatever.
I mean, that
but
came later, but I'm just saying the first few years.
I kind of like that they're stepping out of
the first year was subby.
Yeah, well, okay, but I'm okay with that.
But yeah, they've, as time's gone on, and a lot of that has to do, I think, with when your core brand of beers is selling enough, you get to experiment more and give your employees a chance to
you
experiment.
can kind of like fall back on that core whatever and step out a little
Swish
bit.
Probably is making a can like this be able to happen.
Right. That makes sense.
That's just my opinion. It probably
I don't
what's
know
going on,
that makes complete sense.
Or subby. You know, off the backs of that, they can do some.
So they're basically what you're saying is with their Swish and the subby, they can hold their own and take the time to step outside of that zone and try something different.
Right. I'm just saying with the core.
Yeah.
The core brands are what sells.
Right.
Fly out the door. People line up for. Well, they used to line up for, and those sell. I'm not saying this doesn't sell. I'm just saying these other styles like. And Noah loves to do the Brevera Brown and the Oi, Nitro, English Bitter, and it's because of those beers that they have the freedom to do that, which I'm sure is kind of cool as far as Bissell goes, would be able to play.
So honestly, I guess I wouldn't have thought that far. I wouldn't have, but that makes sense. So I could tell
That's
you.
just what I'm guessing.
So kudos This is a good beer. I think if I could change anything about it, the flavors would be just a little more pronounced. But the flavors are there. You get that burnt flavor, the coffee, a little bit of like the burnt caramel. The flavor,
as it warms up a little, it's getting a little more pronounced.
But the flavors are definitely there.
And probably if it warmed up even more, those malty
right, but
flavors would come out
for
more.
me, I don't like my beers warm. I don't care if it's a stout. Like a lot of people.
A lot of beers though changes as they get warmer.
I understand that, and a lot of people like
especially
their
the
stouts.
darker beers. A lot of times as they warm up, a lot more of those flavors will
So this
come
is
off.
why a lot of people like their stouts to warm up to room temperature.
That's why we should be like Greg's Beer Reviews and wait for the final shot.
Yeah.
Shout out Greg's Beer Reviews.
Or we could be just like Joe at Joe's Arcade and just thug them.
Yeah, that's funny stuff.
First time we watched that, he did that. I was like, what? No, so my stouts I can have, or my dark beers a little bit warmer, but I like my beers cold.
No,
just a personal preference.
I mean, I like my IPAs cold, and some people like to warm those up to bring out more flavors. But one style I cannot drink warm, and that is Bud Coors Millie. And that was got to be ice cold.
I wouldn't drink it,
And I
period.
think
So
a lot of people say that's why American drinkers are so accustomed to cold beer. It's because you have to drink those cold, or they're going to taste like cat urine.
yeah. So I wouldn't drink them anyways.
I do once in a while.
No, not a fan.
But
So when I first started drinking these, you encouraged me to drink craft beers, and what did I say? I don't like beer. Because that's all I had to compare it to. But then when you get into these, like with the hops and everything, like such different flavors in the beer. It's beer, but you get the citrus, the fruity, you get these dark, roasty, like so many different. But as far as like a Bud or a Michelob or a Miller, no.
I will review those next week.
Yeah, no. I'll sit in on those. You let me know what you think.
So, I mean, this isn't a dry beer, but it's making me want to go back for the next sip over and over. I've almost done my 8-ounce pour, so
Yeah, I'm
going to say
working on it.
it's not going to be my first choice, but obviously I like it enough that it's almost gone.
So I know you already looked at Untapped. I would have to say, and I'm going to tell you why, I would give this, and you're probably going to be surprised, I would give this a 4.25 for a few different reasons.
I am surprised.
Yep. But for a few different reasons. Because I think the flavors are there, and I think you're right, as it warms up, it's a little more flavorful. I think the flavors could be a little more pronounced. That being said, I really like the concept behind this series, this beer, as far as the Bissell Brothers allowing their employees to step out and do this. I like the whole concept. And so for that reason, I would give this a 4.25.
Alright. I'd give it 4-ish. 3.75 to a 4, maybe 3.85.
And like I said, the longer I sip on it, the warmer it gets, the more pronounced the flavors are.
But again, I'm almost gone. My 8 ounces did not last long.
So apparently you like it.
Apparently this is a beer I need a full can, so I should give it a higher score.
Maybe.
But I always said if 8 ounces is not enough, that means it's a really good beer.
But like I said, as far as the flavors that I'm getting, the more that I sip and the concept behind the whole thing, I would give it a 4.25. Maybe I'm a little, like, my heart's a little too big.
I mean, whatever. It's all, beer is subjective. Your opinions
Absolutely.
are subjective, ratings are subjective, and
But I
you're
think they
free
did a
to
good
say
job.
whatever you want.
I think
I'm
they
not saying you're right or
did a
wrong.
good job, and like I said, the whole concept, I really, really like that. I just...
So, final thoughts. As it warms up, I'm actually getting a lot more flavor.
As it warms up, I'm getting more coffee and roastiness. I don't know what you're getting.
I'm not getting that. I'm getting more of the burnt toffee,
Nope.
caramel.
I'm getting a little more coffee flavor and more roastiness.
I mean, I can see that. There's a little bit of that in there too. So winter ales, I've not had a lot of winter ales over the years.
I think this is the first winter ale I've ever had.
It's really a style, like you said, that you're not expecting to see Bissell put out there.
Mhm.
But again, I think that's why they're able to, because of their other beers. And I think it's cool that they are trying different styles and
I do too.
letting their employees do it. So, if you like winter ales, check it out. Let us know what you think. If you don't like winter ales, if you never had a winter ale, seek it out. See what's up. I don't know.
But then let us know. Comment. Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do the final chug right now.
Not much of a final chug, Dub.
I can't help it. I drank my 8 ounces.
So, like,
I'm just seeing if I
subscribe,
get anything else, but
comment. Really looking for the comments. Love the comments.
there is a little bitterness in there. But it's mostly to me that burnt toffee.
I get that.
Caramel.
I do. I get that, but
And
like
a
I
little
said,
bitter chocolate maybe even.
the more it warms up, the more roasty coffee I get.
And it is. It's like being on a ski lift in the middle of winter. I've never done that, so I don't know what that's really like.
So I have, and I have to tell you.
You think this 6'4" country boy me on a pair of skis? No.
You should try it.
I mean, I'm
it's
sure.
actually kind of fun.
I'm sure I could.
Did I just roll my eyes out
Yeah,
loud?
you can. I mean,
You should try it. You might like
nah,
it.
I wouldn't like it. For one, it's cold. For two, it's in the snow. I'm not a skier. If you are, tell me I'm wrong, but skiing's not for me.
You're not a true Mainer.
I don't snow sled. I don't ski. I don't hunt. I don't fish. I don't four-wheel. And I hate the cold, and I'm not a fan of the snow.
But you like good Maine beers.
I love Maine beer. Maybe that's why I stick around. We gotta get out of here and get to the next one. So, do all the things. Talk to us below. All the things. You know what I mean. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.